Hey, this is Web Junior 1977 here. Back in the Oasis once again, of course. Wanted to do a retro game stream, but I just didn't set it up yet, so I figured I'd come on here and do, a little bit of a live stream here. Hopefully we can get some people in here and but we'll see, I guess. Uh, so But yeah, see if we can get some people in here and start up a chat. Plug my shit in here. Oh, there it goes. Controller down, controller down. Alright. Plug in some stuff there. All right. All right, let's see. wanted to do. Kind of send out some messages here. Alright, this might be a short stream, I'm not sure. We'll find out, I guess. Get a drink out of here. I don't think if there's anything. One thing I did get a 43-inch 4K television that I put my PS5 on now, so that's awesome. I actually have a 4K TV. I've been having a 4K TV in the house for a couple years, but this is the first one I've ever had out here, so excited about that because now I can get the most out of my PS5. You know what I mean? Get the best resolution that I can. So excited about that. So pretty awesome. It looks really awesome too. It's when it comes up, it's like, I mean, you can tell a difference, but I didn't think I could tell that much of a difference, but I really can. It's nice. So got a good deal on it. I actually went with a 32-inch at first and got it home and plugged it in, and it was dropped or kicked or I don't know what it was, but it was all damaged on the left-hand side and the top. So took it back to Walmart, got my money back. Was going to exchange it for another one, but I was like, what's to say that one's not done? You know what I mean? What's to say that one's not broke too? I mean, it is a different Walmart though, but you never know. So, because I was thinking, you know, maybe if they're that cheap, then, you know, possibly a bunch of them were damaged. So I just got my money back for it and ended up finding a bigger TV, and the 32-inch wasn't 4K, so I upgraded to 4K and got, you know, a bigger TV. So almost too big for this game room. I couldn't really put anything any bigger than that in here. Thinking about moving some stuff around though, so we'll see how that goes. But it would take a lot of moving around, so I don't think I'm going to be doing that, at least not anytime soon. So, but I was thinking about moving the stuff over here, a lot of this stuff over there, and just setting my TV, the big TV, on the stand. But then I'll be blocking a lot of stuff that, you know. So probably won't do that. Probably just leave it where it is, and for now at least, and because it's kind of too big. It's too big to hang on my wall because of the space I've already, you know, got designated to hang the TV on. The 32 inch is like perfect there. Whereas if I put the 43 inch, 43 inch there, it's going to hit stuff hanging from my shelf and stuff at the bottom. It's just gonna be, just won't really work that well. But I have a 43-inch 4K. It's a bit. Yeah, it does. It looks. I couldn't believe how much different it made it look like. I know that I'm a firm believer that, like, the only time you really have to buy a higher resolution TV is when it's a bigger TV. In my personal experience, at least, because I feel that, the bigger the TV, um, obviously it's going to stretch that image bigger. So you want a higher resolution to make it look better. I believe like a small, like if you had a computer monitor that was 1080p or that was 720p, would look just as good as a 55-inch 1080p, because you're stretching the image, you know what I mean, and it you know takes a little bit of, like, I don't know, pixels out of it or whatever. You're stretching the image, so it's kind of it's gonna, if that makes sense, you know what I mean. That's the way uh, I kind of view it as. I don't know if that's actually what happens, but you would think it would, because I mean, if it's a bigger screen, and like if you have a small 720p and a big 720p, you would think the smaller one's going to look better because it doesn't have to stretch the image as big to fill the screen. Um, and up until now, I've only had 32-inch screens in here, except for the CRT. It's smaller than 32-inch, but so that's why I was going to go with the 32-inch again, because I have limited space in here, and the 43-inch is almost too big for the spot. But I have my Xbox on it as well. Yeah, yeah. It was weird because I didn't have high expectations. I mean, I had hoped that it would look better, but I didn't have any clue how much better it would look until I got to put on there. And another thing, another big reason why I got another TV is because, number one, the TV that this PS4 is currently hooked up to, the Vizio, it's a few years old now, but and it works fine, except for once in a while it doesn't want to change between video, like video 1 and video 2, HDMI 1 and HDMI 2. It doesn't want to switch between them sometimes. It's kind of like stuck on one. On whatever one it's on, it won't. The button won't work. I don't know what's wrong with that, but it just, for some reason, sometimes it doesn't want to work, or it doesn't want to turn on sometimes, which is kind of weird. And also, the second TV I had, the Samsung, which I now have as just my gaming computer monitor fully. It only has one HDMI port, so I'm like, yeah, I'd like to have something with more HDMI ports. And the new one has 3. So one thing I did notice about the Samsung TV, though, is it has a lot of ports on the back. It has a VGA, which is kind of pointless. Which, I mean, I can hook my older computer up to it, which is cool. But it also has a DVI, which I can convert to an HDMI. So I could have 2 HDMI ports on that, and I never really even looked at, never really even thought of it, because I have the adapter and everything. But I'll still adapt that, and I'll have 2 on that as well. Got a new computer. Hell yeah, John. And Mr. Prom John 1, make sure you go check him out on YouTube. Awesome dude. But yeah, that's awesome, brother. Awesome. Glad you got something better. Glad you got something good. But yeah, I just wanted to get something with, as many HDMI ports as I could. If I would have went with the 55 inch, which I wouldn't have had a place to put it, it would have came with 4 HDMI ports, but 3 is good enough. I mean, going from 1 to 3 is, great, because I hate plugging and unplugging. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to plug and unplug HDMI ports all the time. It's gonna eventually it'll screw something up. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to. Also, in other news, I bought a VCR DVD combo, which the VCR actually works. And I know a lot of people are like, VCR, why would you buy that? The only reason I bought that is because I have a. It's over in my pants pocket. It's over in my coat pocket. I years ago I bought an adapter that adapts. It's like a video card thing that adapts um, composite to USB to plug in your computer. And I want to. There's some movies I have on VHS. Well, mostly them little tapes. I can't remember what they were. VHSC or something like that tapes. Um, that I could put in an adapter to make it like a VHS tape. Some home movies and stuff, especially my mom wanted to digitize them. You know what I mean? So I don't have to. So I don't lose them. You know what I mean? Because tape doesn't last very long. Hopefully they're still good to this point. I mean, I've always had them in a climate controlled environment. So hopefully they stay good. Or hopefully they've stayed good through the years. But before they get too much older, I want to digitize them in that way. They'll be good. So. But yeah, went and met a fellow gamer today. She came from Illinois. She lives in Illinois. She came down to Gettysburg. So I drove to Gettysburg and met her for a few hours and got back about 8. Well, actually, I left about 9 or something, or left about 8:30 or something this morning. Got there about 10 o'clock and got home about 8 or 8:30 or something like that. So I bought a gadget from Amazon that captures video from my VCR. Okay. Yeah, see, it depends on the control, what environment you have it in. If you have it in a climate controlled environment, a lot of times they stay decent. So, you see, these aren't 88. These aren't that old. So that's good. I mean, and I don't have a lot that I need to convert, but there's definitely some I need to get them digital. Get them digitized and backed up in that way. I don't lose anything. Especially that my mom's passed away. I really, really want to try to preserve any video that I might have of her. Like Christmases, and I know I have a couple Christmases, and probably some other stuff. I was just goofing around, but now that I have that, I can check them out. So, of course, I'm going to use a junk tape first just to make sure. But this guy kept it immaculate. It looked brand new. It was crazy, and he only charged me $25 for it. Which was a steal in itself. But it came in a case, like a really heavy duty case. Like I'm talking like the case is worth more than $25. Just by itself. I give it to my wife for so she can use it for her face paints and stuff because it's a really heavy duty case. I would have paid $25 just for that case. not to mention, VCR DVD combo. I was. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, yeah. That's my daughter never met my one grandmom either, or my either one of my kids, or I don't think my wife has even met my grandmom before she passed. But yeah, it's good to have that stuff backed up for sure. That's it's important, I just hope I have a lot of good stuff. You know what I mean? Like I have a lot of those tapes, those VHS-C tapes, and I'm not sure why I didn't try the camcorder, but I don't think the camcorder. I know the camcorder doesn't record anymore, but I still have it. But I don't know if it plays the tapes or not. But it must not because I would have thought of that hooking that up. But yeah, exactly. It's yeah. Once you get them digitized, then you know that they're safe and that they can't get destroyed. Yeah. Yeah, I have a little adapter. I have an adapter I could put the little tapes in, which is pretty cool, and might even try that out after this and just see how it works. Hell yeah. We had a bunch of like pictures and stuff that we fixed up too. We scanned a bunch of them or all of them that we had that we saw so far. Got them digitized, so don't have to worry about them. We still have the pictures, but just in case something happens, that we'll have them all now. So we got them backed up on multiple hard drives. So just in case, gotta preserve the past. Yeah, yeah, it's a good thing to do, scan them and obviously keep the photos, but yeah, yeah, it is a slow process, but definitely a slow process. I remember years ago I had a program to on my computer to fix old pictures, and I fixed a couple for my uncle. He had a couple when he was a kid, and they were pretty damaged. So I was able to digitally fix them and print them back off, and he was happy about that. So and then plus he got them digital too. So case something happens to that picture, you know what I mean? And of course you want to keep the original because it's the original, even though it was pretty heavily damaged. Still want to keep it, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any. Well, I tried my new GPS today, and I gotta say it worked great. Ordered a sandbag mount for it. I was gonna get one on the mirror, but then I was figured, just get a sandbag and I can just pick it up, take it to any one of our cars I want. I don't have to take the thing off the mirror and re-put it in a different vehicle. And there's some. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's always a good thing, that's for sure, to preserve what to fix and preserve stuff. So always a good idea. But getting a lot of messages on PlayStation, on PSN. Got the Dr. Pepper cream soda. It's pretty damn good. Was going to do a taste test on it, but I guess this could kind of be a taste test on it. But it's pretty good. A lot of times I don't like the different flavored stuff, but once in a while I like them, like cherry Coke, obviously, and vanilla Coke's pretty good. And then they come out with cherry vanilla, which is pretty good. And then they have different Dr. Peppers. They actually have a mango flavored Pepsi now, which is kind of weird. Yes, actually we do. Yep. Never tried that one yet. I have seen it, but I haven't picked it up yet. Maybe I'll have to try that here soon. Might have to get a bottle of it tomorrow and do a taste test on it or something. I'd like to try to do a retro game stream tomorrow, but every time I try to do that, it's something. I bought a bottle. Is it pretty nasty? I heard my one friend said it wasn't too good. He didn't like it. So but I'll probably still buy a bottle and try it. But I probably won't like it either. But I'm sure. But like I said, a lot of them I don't. For the most part, I don't. I mean, they're bearable, but I've never had one that wasn't bearable for me. But just most of them aren't that good that I think. But like the Mountain Dews, they're like not horrible, but I wouldn't buy them again and try. I wouldn't buy them again and drink them. Most of them. Yeah, I did. I did try that one, and it wasn't great, but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't horrible either. So it's like, But yeah, I mean it's interesting to try and just see what they taste like. So I try to try as many of them as I can, just to. And even if it did turn out to be good, they're just gonna discontinue it in 6 months anyway. You know what I mean? That's the bad thing. You'll find one you like, and then they'll just get rid of it. Stupid, but it's selling like crazy. You know what I mean? I guess supply and demand. I don't know. They sell for so long, and then maybe it slows down a little bit, so they get rid of it. And then like, oh, in a year or two we'll bring it back, and then the sales will blow up again, and we'll have a little bit. You know, I can't say that's what they're doing, but it seems like that's what they're doing. There is no. Yeah, normal Coke, and we got a cherry vanilla's pretty good, or vanilla cherry, whatever. It's pretty good, that's for sure. And I'm a Coca-Cola guy. I don't like Pepsi all that much. I'll drink it. Um, if someone gives me one, obviously I'll drink it, but I don't purposely buy them and drink them. You know what I mean? I just no thanks. But remember when they had a Coca-Cola flavor one time? It was like a coffee flavor. I want to say it's what it reminded me of, at least. Just put it that way. But it was like we had Pepsi Blue last summer again. Pepsi Blue. I think I've tried that one, but I'm not sure. Do you remember the Crystal Clear Pepsi years ago? That's been a good many years ago, but I remember trying that one, and it tasted nothing like Pepsi, which, you know, if it tasted just like Pepsi, it wouldn't make any sense. So to just make a clear version of Pepsi that tastes just like Pepsi, yeah, but kind of be a waste of time. But seems like a lot of those Mountain Dews are like almost the same flavor. I don't know. It's weird. Like, yeah, yeah. It was. If I remember, it wasn't terrible, but yeah, I'm not sure why they did it either. Just I don't know. I don't even think it lasted very long, did it? I can't remember how long it. I mean, it lasted for a little while, but yeah. Back to that Coke. There was like a coffee flavor one time. They had them in giant food stores, and they wanted $1 something a bottle. They were just a little tiny bottle. I'm glad I didn't buy too many of them because ugh. I think. Okay, I see. I see what you're saying. It's interesting to see people's taste tests on stuff too, because it seems like not everybody, but a lot of people have like a different, you know, what I mean, different reaction to the taste and they think it tastes like. They have coffee. Yeah, I guarantee they're not. You see, this one wasn't an energy drink. I know what you're talking about though. But this one wasn't an energy drink. It was just a regular, in one of them old time looking one of them old time looking soda bottles, but much smaller. I want to say it was like an 8-ounce bottle that they wanted over $1 for. I'm like, jeez, like this stuff better be good, and it wasn't. It was horrible. Ugh. Just certain things that shouldn't be mixed together. You know what I'm saying? I remember back when I was a kid, they was like, oh, it was saying about, do you want to put this on your pizza or something? It was something to that effect, and I'm like, you want to put mustard on your pizza or something like that? And they're like, well, you like mustard and you like pizza? I was like, yeah, but I don't like them together. uh. Oh. But yeah, I'm glad I got a little turnout here, because we got a whole lot of boring. If my brother ate jam. My brother ate jam and cheese whiz sandwiches. Ugh, yuck. Jam and cheese whiz on the same sandwich, huh? Or do you mean jam sandwiches and cheese whiz sandwiches? Do you mean them combined? Jam with the cheese, or jam with the cheese whiz? Ugh. If that's what you mean, ugh. Together, okay. Ugh, that's nasty. Yeah, that don't sound good at all. Was he pregnant? I mean, if a woman ate that, you'd say, oh, she must be pregnant, having weird cravings. But you can't blame it on a guy. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He really didn't have a kid either, but. I remember there was well, he still works there. He used to be my boss at work. He used to sit at the meetings, like a meeting they had at the beginning of the day, to go over what their goals were and all this and that, and if we were working a weekend or whatever. And he'd sit there at the table in the break room where we had it every day, just about make peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Like, I like peanut butter and I like bananas, but I don't think I would like them between. I don't think I'd like them together between two pieces of bread. I'm like, nah. Not knocking it. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't bad, but nah, I don't think I'll try that. Not only am I like a picky eater as far as things I eat, I also have trouble with textures and stuff, and I think that might not be good. My uncle ate peanut butter. Peanut butter and onion sandwiches. Yuck. Really? Peanut butter and banana is an Elvis sandwich? Like, you mean as in Elvis actually ate the sandwiches? Is that what you're saying? That was actually something he ate? Used to fry them. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know if he knows that or not, but I saw him not too long ago. He walked up through he works for what they call an R&D, which is like a place that kind of goes over rigorous test of different, various machines that we build, make sure that they're going to function properly and that they're durable enough to withstand stuff. And he's been there for a while now, so every once in a while I see him walk through and looking for a part or something to replace. But yeah, I figured I'd at least get on here for an hour or so. Like I've been saying, don't like to go for too long anymore unless it's a giveaway video. Then I have no choice. But typically these type of videos, I try not to make them last too long, so people that didn't jump in the live stream can come in later and watch it. And huh, cool. I don't know why my heater kicks on so much. It's already like 70 some degrees in here. It's plenty warm enough. I don't know if it's just regulating the air or if it's actually heating right now, but a lot of times it'll cycle on, but it's just regulating the temperature and seeing, kind of like kind of like a grilled cheese. Kind of like a grilled cheese the way. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you mean. But yeah, like I said, I figure I'd go an hour on here and then that'll give me time to jump off and check out anybody else's stream that might be live and do a few things in the game room before I go in. But I was going to have to work today, which sucked, but surprisingly they called us off. So that works for me. I'm not going to argue about that. Probably wouldn't have made the trip down to see my friend today if I had to work, because it'd been late before I even left. So it was only an hour and a half from where I live in Gettysburg, but still, yeah, no thanks. Ugh. You'll see me throw up on the stream probably. I do love peanut butter though. I mean, I used, well, I still do. I'll just grab a freaking jar of peanut butter and a spoon and just eat it. Like, I used to do a lot as a kid, and I still do it. I've done it recently, actually. Be brave. We did a Transam 38 was in the game room in the Oasis here to one day, and he was doing the MREs, and I couldn't even, like, nah, I better not try that because I don't want to clean up the floor later. I think the biggest thing between being that would be the bread. Like, the peanut butter and the bread is fine, obviously, but the introduction of the banana, I don't think it would be a taste thing. I think it would be a consistency thing. You know what I mean? The consistency of it, the texture. I don't think it would. I don't think I'd have a problem with the taste of it, but. Live hurling, yeah. Pretty much. Cut the bananas really thin. Yeah, that might work. I don't know. Honey, yeah. I can see that, yeah. A lot of people have honey and peanut butter. My son loves Nutella and peanut butter sandwiches. He eats the crap out of them things. Yeah, he'll eat them big. He'll eat them if you. My son, a lot of times he don't even ask for food. I'm telling him, you need to start asking for food when you want food. When you're hungry, ask. I'll get you something. Um, but a lot of times you just make something and put it in front of him. He'll eat it. You know what I mean? Even if he doesn't think he's hungry, and doesn't say he's hungry, then still, if you make something and put it in front of him, he'll eat it. Usually, a lot of times he will. He might not eat it all if you give him too much, but he'll definitely, usually eat it if you put it in front of him. Which is a good thing, because he's gotten a little better since we first realized that he wasn't gaining weight too easy, so he was hoping it wasn't, what was it, Crohn's, I think? My nephew had that, and it didn't seem fun, so. I have never tried. It's like one more time. Well, I can't remember what the heck they. My nephew was. Eat like a horse, yeah. But the Nutella is like a hazelnut. Yeah, like a hazelnut spread is what it is. Like if you ever seen like the generic version, that would be called hazelnut spread. That's basically what Nutella is. It's like a chocolate hazelnut spread. That's a good thing, I guess. Been fighting for years now to get my son to eat some stuff so I can gain a little bit of weight back. He's thin as a rail. And hell yeah. Well, yeah, we got about 9 minutes left here. And, oh, yeah. That sounds cool. Oh. Another reason to only go for an hour is to not fall asleep. My friend gave. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay, it's tiny. Have you ever? Yeah, actually, I have, and I wish I would have. I wish I would have kept it long enough to like download, like you know what I mean, like download so I could watch it. Because I never really watched it, but I actually passed out on stream. I don't know how many hours. It was a few hours. I was sleeping, and it was recording. My buddy was sending me messages and stuff, trying to wake me up. Kind of wish I would have not deleted it, but at least like downloaded it to my phone or something, and so I was able to watch it. But I just deleted it. Yeah, I remember this. I remember this one guy. He was literally. I don't know whether he was really sleeping. Some people say that they do that just for views. A lot of times people are pretend to be sleeping, but I don't know if this guy was or if he was actually asleep. But I wasn't. I was only about a year or two into YouTube at the time, and I was doing a stream, and there's like I don't know 20 people watching me maybe at most, and there's like 40, 50, 60 people watching this guy sleep. I'm like, really? Is my life that boring? Like, so you gotta watch some dude sleep and snoring and all kinds of weird stuff. And well, I mean, it's not weird to sleep and snore, but I mean, to do it on stream and for somebody to watch him for hours is just like really. Probably trying to figure out what he's gonna do next. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh yeah. Then you got the idiots that come in there and go do this stupid stuff. Then why are you in here? Like, I mean, I know why they're just going in trolling and being stupid, but well, if you don't like the shit, you don't have to watch it. You know what I mean? Like, just go somewhere else. But I hope so, but I'm not sure. Kind of hope we can get back into doing stuff. I know COVID really hit hard with us, but and it's still not gone, but it's like a lot better than it was. We could be doing stuff, but because I love doing the charity stuff and helping out the communities and surrounding communities, but so I mean, hopefully we can get back into it soon. Oh yeah, it's awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, I wish we were still doing it like I don't know just got out of it and we never got back into it yet, and we need to get back into it. Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, kind of been throwing some hints around, and all of us have, I think, and doesn't seem to, I don't know, doesn't seem to work very well, but oh well. I mean, I do like doing it, and it's good, good to do, but a lot of the stuff I wasn't able to, I mean, not a lot of stuff, but, 2 or 3 things last year we done it, I wasn't able to go to just because of, having to do other stuff, but hopefully, when we bring it back, if we're able to try to schedule doing other stuff around that. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, you're right. It's true. And even if we wanted to do it through a lot of that, we wouldn't have been allowed because of COVID. We wouldn't have been allowed to go in places and stuff like that. My wife actually, she's been saying that we need to go. She needs to book us to go to a hospital dressed as Ghostbusters, and I thought that'd be cool shit too. But yeah, going into hospitals, and because there's a lot of people need cheering up in that kind of place. Also, retirement homes. I think that would be kind of cool. Um, retirement, those people are just happy to see anybody, and to see people dressed up as Ghostbusters, that would make a lot of their days, I'm sure. To drive-bys for birthdays. You mean an act? Cool. Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, not tired of talking, but I'm gonna fall asleep here anyway, probably, if I not doing something else. So coming up on the hour. They got awesome, hell yeah. But yeah, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate anybody that watches this video afterwards. And thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, I'll meet you right back here in the Oasis.